yellow dog pounced around happily at our feet, his tongue lapping up the spilled treat. Once my daughter had caught sight of the pup, her attention was lost to me, and she tried to throw herself out of my arms. "Can I pet him?" she asked with a laugh, reaching her hand out toward the dog. I pulled her back. "No, not while he eats. We don't know this dog," I told her. "He could be mean." He cocked his head to the side, as if I'd hurt his feelings, and I glanced down at my daughter's pants. Her white jeans were covered in filth from the street. "Oh, Rin, look at your clothes." There was no way a Tide pen was taking that out. Family pictures were definitely canceled. Before I could focus too much on the mess I'd have to clean later, I heard hurried footsteps rushing toward us. "I'm so sorry," a male voice called. "I'm so sorry. Did he hurt you?" I turned to see a man with medium-length brown hair, a flannel shirt, and a strong jawline rushing toward me. His eyes were filled with concern as he grabbed the leash that was connected to the dog's neck. "Merlin!" he scolded, then looked up at me again. "I'm so sorry," he repeated. "He took off. There were some birds or something. I guess he thought he could catch them. I couldn't get through the crowd to stop him in time." He looked me up and down. "I'm really, really sorry. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you some clean clothes? Offer you some bandages?" "We're fine," I told him. Though I was incredibly disappointed our plans had been ruined, it had taken me hours to coax Rinley into clean clothes and curl her hair. Interrupting my thoughts, Rin cried out, "Can I pet him?" He smiled sheepishly, looking at me and then her. I don't mind, if your mom says it's okay." "Will he bite?" I asked, looking at the dog with concern. "No, Merlin's nice," he said. "Just rambunctious and especially weak around food, which I'm happy to replace." He gestured toward the smashed ice cream and patted the dog's head. "God love him, he's honestly such a good dog except for that." "Okay," I said, setting Rinley down carefully. She reached for his head, leaning in for a hug. She'd always loved animals, though I'd never been a fan. "I feel so bad. Are you sure you don't want me to help you guys get cleaned up? I own a shop right across the way. I have a first aid kit and everything. Your hand looks pretty bad." His eyes trailed across my bloody palm as I held it up, trying to dry the blood with the sleeve of my sweater. Are you sure?" Suddenly I was aware of the wound again, and I felt the sting searing through my skin, cold as ice. "It's the least I can do," he said, pulling at the leash. "Come on, it's right this way." He pulled the leash so Merlin would back up and began leading us through the busy boardwalk. "Hand, Rinley," I instructed her, holding out my hand for hers. "I want to walk with Merlin," she said, but I raised a brow at her. "Hand?" She sulked back toward me, much to the stranger's amusement. "Rinley? I've never heard that. It's cute," he said. "It's a family thing, a play on my name, which is Lauren, by the way. My mom was Laurel, I'm Lauren, this is Rinley, Rin for short. Lauren, Rin," I said, bouncing my head from side to side to show how I'd gotten from my name to hers. I'd always spouted off at the mouth when I was nervous, and around this handsome stranger, I apparently couldn't shut up. "I like it," he said, obviously unfazed by my babbling. "I'm Jack, and you've already met Merlin." I laughed, up close and personal. He smiled at me, his eyes lingering on my face a bit longer than expected. "Well, hopefully we can get you patched up. I hope he didn't ruin your clothes." I brushed a hand over my sweater. "I'm sure it'll be fine. Luckily, her clothes are white, so they can be bleached. The rest should come out with pre-treatment." He nodded as he slowed in front of a building to let a group of women pass us. "My mother's in town visiting. We can ask her about how to get the stains out. She knows about all that stuff." "Your mother?" I asked. Suddenly I felt unsubstantiated pressure.